we just finished the Wim Hof techniques with Alex. It was amazing. For me, I think I had multiple layers of breakthrough. The first is actually my breathing, even just experiencing how much when oxygen come into my body, I normally get into a panic, like heart racing. So when I was just even the having so much intake of oxygen in my body, I get to experience beyond the normal heart racing, and because I have asthma when I was a kid. So having that much oxygen and breathing through the mouth, it triggered old memories of my childhood where I would be having asthma attack. So that was a major breakthrough for me. And beyond the panic, actually, every time there was a tightening of like panic of either having too much oxygen or not able to like holding the breath, every time there's a fear thought, when I connect to my body, I can actually create a new opening to in my body sensation, and I could really hold the breath. I actually end up holding the breath for 4 minutes and 15 seconds, and that is something I've never done before. So wow, I really interesting to coming to the present and observing how my body is responding to each restrictions or fear, and just by being with it and allow, like what Alex shared, is like, our mind is going to get into panic and want to stop or want to give up or want to run away, but just be with it. Then literally like it just opened up a new doorway for me to assess the power beyond that fear, beyond that restriction. So that was something really really empowering, that I could do beyond break through my own breathing limitation and the connection to my body. So that was really, really amazing. And when we get into it, was really good that we go through the techniques and then jump into the cold pool, that I normally last about 10 seconds, and I'll be screaming and like kicking and like whole body just tighten. But because the technique right after the breathing, when I went in there, literally just coming to the present of observing the cold, but let that thought go and then just be with it, and I'm able to relax a lot more in the water. And I literally just like put my head under the water, that I would never do in the ice water, and I could breathe into it and just and after 2 minutes of it, literally I just felt the layer, like the cold, it's like, yeah, it's a fact. I'm cold on the outside of the skin, but I feel the inner layer of my skin underneath is actually warm. It's almost like having a different layer of climatized reactions happening in my body. And I I I'm so grateful, because this is something that really is a challenge for me. I'm always cold. I always afraid of cold, and that, and also because of the asthma history, I'm always avoiding being cold since young. And today was just major breakthrough, that I could go beyond that limitations of fearful of not having oxygen and being in the cold. And I feel like, yeah, I can really do the things that I thought I can't do, or I've been telling myself I can't do. And now I feel a lot more empowered. I feel this energy that, yeah, do the things that fear me, do the things that makes me feel uncomfortable a lot, in a more exciting way, and also energized way, and not running away from the things that I don't want to do anymore. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go try it and do all the things, like do the cold shower in the morning, and that really maybe just going through the needle, the eye of the needle of pain, or the eye of needle of limitations or fear, then I really, I'm like right now I'm feeling in my body that there's so much power in going towards the fear and things that I want to run away from. Like now, I'm going to start my business, so um, yeah. I think the feeling, I can actually visualize the feeling of underwater, under the ice cold water. That visualization helped me to go into kick, kick my kick ass uh, to my procrastination toward the thing that I've been trying to avoid. Maybe it's more like, rather than fearful of the failure, but it's more like fearful of the success. So thank you so much, Alex, and I highly recommend him to, if I'm having a retreat, or I'm myself an NLP coach and health coach, and I do wellness program for corporate. So I would love to bring him into my program. So highly recommended. Thank you, Alex.